Hello, good morning. Welcome to Learn Tarot Mate. My name is Rachel. If you're interested in more tarot readings or in full tarot readings from me, you can go check out the channels that are linked below in the description box, Joy LUXE HIERO Tarot and Joy Tarot 319. Today I'm going to be unboxing the new MYTHIC Tarot by Juliet Sharman Burke and Liz Green. This was actually a set of tarot cards that was recommended to me by an astrologist who's also an expert, and he talked all about these two women and the amount of research they did. And so this is probably will go down in history a lot like the Rider-Smith Waite deck, which is, if you ask me, it's the Pamela Smith deck. Pamela Coleman Smith. All right. So it comes with a full-size book. And since we're learning tarot, first step, buy the tarot cards. I had someone tell me one time that you shouldn't buy your own tarot cards. I think that is passing fad, I guess. It's probably like the idea that women or people shouldn't buy yourself a diamond ring because it's bad luck. But I do dare say that does not actually, it's not the case for tarot. We're going to put her right in front of our Hecate, Mary, Magdalene, Marguerite, statue here. All right, so we've got the MYTHIC Tarot. So what I do, I open the cards. I'm always kind of in a hurry to get to the cards when I get a box. It's probably a really good idea to start with the book. And this is obviously, it's a full-size book. Most tarot books will have at least 78 pages just because they're 78 cards. And they'll often dedicate one whole page to each card. It's nice. This is space for your notes in the back of the book. And then it's got some spread, how to read the Celtic cross, how to set it out there. A lot of people start with the Celtic cross. It provides a lot of insight into the self and other people. And then, we've got a description of each card along with a pictorial depiction, a drawing of each card. Here, the card of the Queen of Pentacles, the receptive, stable, sensuous dimension of the element of earth. Lovely. I like that. Usually these books, they often just repeat the same information, but this one actually seems to have additional information. It also has a lot of explanation of the drawings, the symbols in each card. So I really like this book. And it's got all the major arcana set out. You can see the progression, a foreword or an intro, and then a little bit about each card and a little bit about how to read the tarot cards. So if you're not interested in joining a class like mine, and if you are interested, please do make sure to send me an email before. It would be great if you email me before May 20th, so that gives another 2 weeks. But if you're not interested in taking a class with a person, this kind of a book is really, really, really helpful. And then what do? I look at the deck first. I like to just thumb through, get a feel for what the cards look like. These cards feel really nice. We've got, of course, the Magician. Everything goes off in order. The High Priestess. For me, the cards that pop out right there they speak to me. And, there's the King of Cups, right? This all bodes very, very well. The Fool, Magician, High Priestess, King of Cups. And what I just did was, this is the way I shuffle. Some people will take the deck and they'll toss it out on a table or a bed and give the cards just to really make sure that they're all confused around. I like to take half the deck. I like reversals, so I will straighten out the deck, take half of it, thereabouts, hold it the same way, merely flip this one right side up, and this way, half the cards will go in the reverse. And then I'm going to break her up a little bit and do that again. And you want to shuffle at least 3, maybe 5, or even 10 times. A lot of people will bless the deck. I like to talk to the cards, listen to the cards, let my spirits and guides and ancestors come through. 6 of Cups in the reverse, 9 of Cups in the reverse, the Chariot, the Hangman still seems a little bit unshuffled. And I just want to make sure that we've got really good energy flowing through the cards. And I'm actually going to go ahead and shuffle again and again and again. And then I'll go and do a reading, probably starting at Joy Tarot and then moving over to Joy Luxe HIERO Tarot. Joy Tarot might be a good place for you to start if you're interested in reading the tarot just to gain insight into your personal relationships, your spiritual walk, spirits, ancestors, guides that may be speaking to you. 10 of Pentacles, 9 of Swords, 8 of Cups, 6 of Swords. It's better. That's better. It's nice and shuffled. All right, and so now that my cards are, and I am a pretty tactile person. I like to touch things and gain insight from touching things. And so I let the feel of the cards tell me when the cards are ready. All right. Strength, 6 of Swords, the 8 of Cups. Yeah, we're ready. We're ready. And this really is a lovely deck. Another nice way to start out with your deck is to actually, each time you get a deck, go through the deck and make piles. For you beginner tarot readers, you might want to make piles of the cards that you like, the cards that you dislike, and the cards that you don't really have any feeling for. Maybe you're neutral. You might even make a 4th pile where you're like, you don't have any feelings, and then another pile where you're like, I don't know how I feel. And then we've got good, you see, and then I'll go through this deck and it'll help me to figure out what I need to go through. So far, the cards that I don't like are 6 of Swords in the reverse and the 3 of Swords. It's tumult and heartbreak, right? It's not too surprising, but not everybody will have the same reaction to the cards. And to be honest, I'm going through them kind of quickly, but you want to sit and really look at it. And I think to myself, why do I like this card? Well, I know the Sun card. It's number 19. I have an affinity with that number. It's Leo energy. I personally like Leo energy. We get along really well. There's a lot of yellow in the card. I love the color yellow personally. I see it as a bright and shiny color. It's about happiness and joy, and it's about gold. I see the King of Pentacles, right? And so I'm just going to take time with this deck on my own and look at the pictures in each of the cards and try to figure out, what do I like about the picture? What do I see in the card? What do I not notice? And then if you're willing to take the time, you can go through the cards and associate people with each of the cards in the deck. You're like, well, who this card reminds me of? Maybe it reminds me of my brother, my sister, my children, my parents, my siblings, whatever it may be. And then, of course, I'm going to shuffle again. And so that was the new Mythic Tarot unboxing. Highly recommended. Mostly I recommend it for its intellectual depth. The unease and the fear on a divinatory level. Yeah, there's a lot of information in here. A lot of information on how to interpret each of the cards. So I'm a big fan. The Mythic Tarot by Juliet Sharman Burke and Liz Green. Go check her out.